Two players. Same club. Same pitch. Same dream. But only one will be remembered as one of the greatest of their generation. Kylian Mbappé and Vinícius Jr. are not just Real Madrid teammates. They represent two different paths to greatness. Mbappé arrived as a global superstar, a player expected to dominate from the start. Vinícius took the harder route, growing from a promising winger into one of the most decisive attackers in world football. If you look at the raw numbers, Mbappé still has the edge. He has scored at an elite rate for years and built his reputation on ruthless efficiency. Vinícius, on the other hand, spent his early Madrid years in a different role. He was not always the headline act. He was the player creating space, stretching defenses, and learning how to become the main man. That context matters, because stats alone do not show how hard his rise really was. Mbappé's career has been shaped by early dominance. He became the face of PSG, the focal point of every attack, and a player built for big moments. Vinícius had to earn his place. And once he did, he transformed. His goal output improved, his decision-making sharpened, and his influence in decisive matches became impossible to ignore. Then there is the biggest stage. Vinícius has already delivered one of the defining Champions League moments of his era, scoring in a final and helping shape Real Madrid's European story. Mbappé, meanwhile, owns the world stage. He won the 2018 World Cup and produced a historic hat-trick in the 2022 World Cup final, even in defeat. That is the kind of performance that turns a star into a legend. So who wins the big stage argument? Vinícius owns Europe. Mbappé owns the world stage. And now both are at Real Madrid, chasing the same trophies under the same spotlight. But the real difference is mentality. Mbappé is controlled, calculated, and almost robotic in the way he plays under pressure. Vinícius is emotional, expressive, and fearless. He wears his heart on his sleeve. He celebrates loudly, reacts to criticism, and feeds off intensity. But that emotion is also his strength. He has faced heavy abuse and pressure, yet kept performing and kept rising. That takes a different kind of mental toughness. Mbappé handles pressure with silence. Vinícius handles pressure with fire. Both work. Both win. But only one of them makes you feel something. Here's the stat nobody is talking about. And this is the one that changes everything. Mbappé is 27. Vinícius Jr. is 25. Just 2 years apart. But in football, 2 years at peak age is an eternity. Football analytics often show elite attackers peaking in their late 20s. Mbappé is already in that window right now. Vinícius is still approaching it, which means his absolute best football may still be ahead of him. If Vinícius continues his current trajectory by 2027, his numbers could rival some of the biggest names in football history at that age, including Mbappé, Messi, and Ronaldo. Right now, Mbappé leads in experience, goals, trophies, and global recognition. But Vinícius is climbing fast, and the story is far from finished. In 5 years, this conversation could look completely different. And anyone watching this back in 2030 may know exactly who was right. If you think Vinícius Jr. becomes the better player, hit subscribe and drop your case in the comments. If you're backing Mbappé, say that too. Let's settle this properly. The debate starts now.